Now, as I said, I know that Spirit is very close to me, so I'm going to allow them to do so. And if they come towards, let them speak in the way that they want to, because it is the truth that Spirit start to bring. It is the words of wisdom that will be given first of all. The words of wisdom comes from that of the realms of Spirit, that brings great knowledge to man of the earth. Many are seeking for the truth. They seek to find, but they do not see what is being shown to them from Spirit. They do not hear what Spirit say to them. They only see what they want to see. They only hear what they want to hear. Yet we in Spirit, we show signs to you each day that we are around you, giving you guidance, giving you strength, giving you healing, but most of all, helping you to open your eyes to see. For man within life wishes to find the truth of Spirit, but they are not willing to open their hearts, to allow the energies and the powers of Spirit to come through them. Because it is important to let Spirit take control, to show the way to man that the truth of Spirit is within them, the inner Spirit that has the gift to show to each other of those within life. Remember these words as they are brought towards you. When you walk through a storm within life, Spirit will take your hand. They will guide you through it till the storm is over. They will give you the strength to continue forward. For we in Spirit, although we have lived of the physical body of many years, we do not leave the attachment of the earth to the loved ones and friends that are left behind. We are there to show them the way forward, and we give to them an understanding that when the tears fall, we are there to wipe them. When the heart is heavy, we fill it with love. When we feel the pain, we bring that of the healing to each and every one. So there is so much that we in Spirit do, but man does not see, does not hear, does not feel, because they feel as though Spirit has neglected them. They feel they are on their own. They do not know, do not understand. If they reach out to Spirit, we do take the hand, and we will show them the way that life is meant to be for them. So we open the eyes to see, we open the ears to hear, that we also bring the senses that they may feel. There is so much that we of Spirit can help man with, but man must first of all reach out for the truth, seek for the truth. Now those words are being given towards you, but I know that I must step aside, because as I step aside, this is when the spirits of light comes towards you to bring that of the words of wisdom from the realms of Spirit. Because you see, let me tell you, friends, it is lovely. It is lovely to come to speak to you. I love it when I hear the philosophy from our brothers of Spirit that wish to speak first of all to you. I have to stand in the background waiting, but it is lovely because you see, I have come before you many times, and as I have come towards you, I have got to know you quite well. I watch over each and every one of you, each and every day. You do not see me, you do not hear me, you do not feel me, but I am there along with your helpers, and I am listening
to the calling to the spirit realms from within your hearts. And each and every one of you, you go through the problems within your life, and as you do, you turn to the inner self. You close yourself down, and you do not reach out to what is meant to be for you. Never do that. Never do that. Because your inner spirit will connect with that of the spirits of the realms, and your loved ones can come closer to you. And just knowing that they are close, just feeling their presence, just hearing their energies of the sounds, that brings upliftment within the heart of those of the earth. Now, my friends, as per usual, I am here waiting to answer the questions that you are wanting to put before. Speak loud, speak clear, and I will see what words are Musia Mariki Nama Andoshi Namawa. Yet, my friends, from time to time, when using of the physical body, my words become confused with that of the language for you to understand, and for that of my language from that of the times gone by. But I can tell you, we will search for the answers for you so that you will be given the truth. Now, please ask of your questions.
Good evening, sister. I hope you're feeling all fired today.
Oh, brother, don't you start. I have already been told that I must control myself, but I don't mind.
We're just two rebellious kids, aren't we?
Oh, brother, let me tell you, I am not rebellious. I am one that likes to enjoy. I like to hear the laughter. And when I come to you and I am able to bring that laughter, that is something special to me as it is to each and every one of you. Now, please continue, brother.
Yes, sister. I would like to get in your permission to let people within the group ask their questions.
Amen.
God bless. Right, Carol Ann, please ask your question to Sister Savannah.
Hello, Sister Savannah. Is it okay if I ask a question? It is a bit of a personal one.
You may ask the question, but please, when asking a personal, it must be said first and foremost that it cannot bring harm towards you, because you see, it isn't the spirit that will take it and harm you. It is man within life that when you talk of personal conditions, they will use it. You understand?
I understand.
God bless you. You may ask your question, my dear.
I've got an ongoing family problem and I'm struggling as to how to deal with it. Is there any guidance you could give me?
Yes, my dear. I can tell you this. Remember the words that were spoken just a moment ago when I told you that I come to each and every one of you and I see what is going on around you. Where family member is concerned, unfortunately, they are taking from you. And when I say taking from you, they take from you your good nature. And because you try to give everything to them, it's I want more. I want more. And because you are trying to find your life and start anew with a new journey, they do not understand it. So it causes friction and it causes the arguments between you. My words to you is this: take a step back, keep a silent tongue, Let them do all the moaning. Let them do all the groaning. They will soon get tired of it, and then you will find that things will change around you. You understand?
I understand.
God bless you, my dear.
Thank
Have-
you.
Do you have another question, Caroline?
Not at the moment.
Okay, okay. Now
Later.
we'll jump towards Mo to ask her question to Sister Safena. Oh, there she is.
Good evening, Sister Safena.
Hello, my dear. What is your question, please?
When I was meditating, I got this boom noise, which made me jump. Was this my imagination or was it spirit?
That was spirit. Spirit wanted to get your attention. You see, you say you are going into meditation. What you really mean, you are going into relaxation. Because if you had gone into meditation, you would not have heard the sound that was around you. And Spirit was aware of this. So they came just to see how deep you was going. And once you heard the sound, you was pulled out of it, which means you was not in meditation, you was in relaxation. You understand?
Yes.
Yep.
Thank Can I ask a second question, please?
You may, my dear.
My second question is, do you have any guidance for me for this week, please?
Well, my dear, you come before me each week and you always ask for guidance. It is about time that you started to look forward to the future. It's time that you started to put yourself into order, and it's time that you stopped looking backwards. Remember, the past is gone. The present you are dealing with. The guidance I give to you is this. Listen to your inner thoughts. Listen to your feelings. Listen to the words that Spirit will bring to you through the thought waves. And you will find that they will take you forward. Whatever you do, let me tell you, the one thing you must do is you must learn to start to move of the physical body more. Because the more that you move of the body, it will ease the pains within the joints, within the bones. But when you keep sitting, you find it become more painful. And when it becomes more painful, you say it becomes unbearable. Well, you have to do something yourself. You cannot keep relying on that of Spirit, and you cannot keep relying on that of the medication and the healing. You see, there is an old saying within your life. Heal thyself. Heal thyself, and you can. So they're the words of wisdom that I give to you at this moment of time, for you to go forward within the week to come. You understand?
I do, thank you. God bless you.
God bless. Right, now the next person is the lovely Jim to ask his question to our sister. Just unmute you, Jim.
That's great, thank you. Good evening, sister.
Hello, brother.
Thank you. What would Spirit and the universe like me to know now going forward on my spiritual journey?
I find it very difficult to hear your words, brother, through the vessel. May you please speak more clearly?
What would the Spirit and the universe like me to know now going forward on my spiritual journey?
Brother, your spiritual journey, you must first of all understand you have been chosen to serve of that of spirit, and spirit that will take you forward into your new path. But you must remember, we of spirit, we do not connect with the universe. We connect with the spirit realms, and we connect with the living earth. The universe is great. It is that of a vastness that God created, but he made so much within the universe that neither man nor spirit can travel to the ends of. And therefore, when you look to the energies, you can take the energies from the universe to use within yourself to build that of strength of the spirit helper and guide that works with you to help that of man within life itself. You understand?
Yes.
God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
Do you have a second question, Jim?
That'll be enough for now, Kyle. Thank you.
Okay, dokes. Right. The next person is Luke. Sister, this is his very first spiritual experience, so please be as intimidating as you can.
Oh, I will do my best. I will do my best for him.
All right, Luke, ask your questions for Sister Savannah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, my question is kind of about regarding my job. I've been a teacher for almost.
Okay, brother, please do stop. I have to be rude in the sense to stop you. First of all, you must never speak of conditions of your personal life when it comes to that of work. Because you see, there are mediums within this group, and you must never ever feed information to any medium. You may ask questions by all means, but please do not point to a Pacific, you understand?
Very well, I understand.
God bless you, brother.
I have been offered a new career, but it gives me much more uncertainties moving forward. I wanted to ask what you think, or what the spirits would think I would, what would be asking for me to do.
Brother, let me explain something to you very important. First and foremost, you have been given an opportunity to progress, to move forward. You are, however, very much like a pendulum. Do I? Don't I? Will I? Won't I? Should I? Shan't I? Well, let me tell you this. Learn to listen to your inner voice. Learn to listen to your instincts. Stop listening to that of the Chinese whispers of others around you that are trying to influence you to do what you are not sure you truly want to do. So when you listen to your instincts, you have the feeling whether you want to continue by opening the door, or you have the feeling of that of closing and going in a different direction. We in spirit, we can give guidance, we can give you strength, but we cannot live your life for you. The journey of life is yours. Like decisions within life, they're yours to make, whether it be right or wrong. But it is your journey, not those of spirit. So you must learn to take control and learn to listen to your inner voice, and then go forward in the direction that you feel is right for you. You understand?
I understand. Thank you.
God bless you, brother.
Bless you as well, sister.
Would you like to ask your second question, Luke?
I don't have anything to ask at the moment, but thank
All
you.
right. Yeah. The next one is Joe Durran. Just going to unmute you, Joe. And I can find you. There you are.
Good evening, Sister Stefana.
Good evening, my dear.
Could I ask a question, please?
Oh dear, I have to think very hard on that one. But yes, I will allow you.
Lovely, thank you. Is psychic surgery genuine?
Oh dear, yes. Oh yes, it is, my dear. If anyone tells you that a psychic energy of that of surgery is not right, they are wrong. Because you see, words are but words. When you look at when they say psychic, it is actually that of a true spiritual healer that does the surgery, that does the operations within the physical body. And they can certainly do much for man within their body. So when you say, is it a case of, does it truly exist? Yes, it does. Because you see, in the realms of spirit, there are many of the doctors, many of the surgeons that have taken the transition into the realms of spirit, and they will use man within life to truly heal, to do their bidding, so that they can still help man within life. You understand?
Yes.
God
Yes.
bless you, my dear.
Thank you.
Right. The lovely Myra, I'm going to, well, you're already unmuted, so you
Yeah,
can ask your questions.
You did it already.
Yeah.
Hello, sister.
Good evening, my dear.
Thank you. I would like to know how one can get into a deeper state of trance like you are with your medium. I can do it on a light level, but I can't get deeper, and I'd like to, so that my guide can speak as you're speaking.
My dear, let me explain something to you. The words you have just spoken, I am very grateful that you have asked that question. There are many within life that we watch. Many are saying that I want to become a trance medium, and they go to the schools to learn. But they forget something very important. The schools that they go to, they cannot teach. Because first of all, you have to put total trust into spirit, total trust into that of your helpers. Because you see, first and foremost, we of spirit, before entering into any body, we have to know them inside out. We have to know everything that the body has within it, the ailments, the pains, the suffering, the conditions of the weakness of the heart, the conditions of the weakness of the mind, the conditions of the weakness of the bones. You see, when spirit comes, we do not want to come to bring harm to anyone. We do not want to leave with your conditions placed within our energies. So what we wish for man to do is first of all learn to do the most important. Learn first to lack of that of the understanding from others, and listen to the words of spirit. First, you must find yourself within peace of mind, peace of body. Then you ask spirit to draw close, to take you into the meditation. Many do not know how to go deep. But when you ask of your helper and you trust of your helper, they will come closer to you. They will take you as deep as you will allow them to do so. Now it comes to the area of when you speak the voice, such as I through the vessel. Let me explain to you. when you come out of your meditation of deepness, you start to speak, but your voice is not your own at the beginning. So you cough and you remove it from you. Do not do that, my dear, because that is us of spirit. We are finding the vibrations within your voice, and we are learning to use your voice box. The more that this happens, the more we take control. The more we take control is the more then we are in control, and we are able to use the vessel as it is meant to be. You understand?
Yeah,
God bless you, my dear.
thank you.
Do you have another question, Myra?
Yes. Another thing that I used to be able to do was to astral project whenever I wanted. I haven't been able to do that consciously for a long, long time now. And I'd like to redo it because it's so interesting.
Well, at the
Any
moment, my dear,
suggestions?
please continue.
I'd just like to be able to project to the spirit world consciously.
My dear, I love the questions you are asking, because you're asking that of the spiritual, not material. But you must learn to understand at this moment of time, your physical body is not as it should be. Because of this, we have to be careful, because the body is weak. And when you do of the astral travel through that to that of the universe of spirit, you have to remember it's not just of you taking that journey, it's the journey coming back into the body itself. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
So therefore, my dear, you have asked the question. Now call to your helpers, call to your guides, and ask them to come to you directly, to speak to you through the inner voice, and to show you through the third eye why they are not doing this for you, so that you are more prepared and more understanding. And once you do this, this is when they will come strong once again. And if it's meant to be that you do the astral traveling again, this can all take place, you understand?
Yeah,
God bless you, my dear.
thank you.
God bless. Right. The next person on the list is Sharon to ask her question to Sister Savannah. Just need to find her. There you are.
Good evening, Sister Savannah.
Good evening, my dear.
My question is, I had a really weird experience last week. I was asleep, in a deep sleep, but then I became conscious. I knew where I were and I knew my surroundings, but I couldn't physically move for like a long time. It felt like about 15 minutes that I was literally internally struggling. And I wondered if it were spiritual or if it were medical.
My dear, it is not medical. Spirit works in mysterious ways. Their wonders they do perform. And sometimes, when you go into your sleep state, we in spirit come closer to you. And yes, my dear, unfortunately, some come a little overpowering, so that you are not able to move, but you are conscious of everything that is around you, but you cannot see the spirit. You can only feel the energies that are placed there upon you. Many have these conditions placed, but they do not understand. But you are very fortunate, my dear, because you have had the decency to question what you have received. But the one thing you did not ask, why did they come? Why did they show themselves in the way they did? Because you see, my dear, this is what we of spirit do. We come, we look at the physical body. We then come close and close. We then enter into that body. You may feel a pressure that comes upon you that you fear, but you must not, because you see, this is how we find those of the earth that will turn to be the true vessels to work with spirit. Yours is just the first steps, and these are the first things that you're going to experience. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
God bless you, my dear.
God bless. Great. The next question is from lovely Lynn Boyd.
Oh, good morning, sister.
Hello, my dear.
We recently had a conversation. We were talking about the about star seeds, and we were not sure whether this was true or if it's something that people have made up. And I'm wondering if you can give us some information on the meaning of star seeds and what the purpose of star seeds is.
My dear, I will explain very clearly to you. We listen to man and we listen to their words. Many will exaggerate, put their interpretations towards it. When they speak of the star seed, what they are really speaking of is that of the seed of spirit. But they put their interpretations, they expand upon it, and one that never sees, one that does not hear, will always think this is the right words, these are the right things. You are a wise woman. You will understand when I say to you, first and foremost, you have seen man over time that have put their own interpretations to many things and call it what you call that of the act of spiritualism. Let me explain again to you. Spiritualism is something that is very precious. It is very simple. It is being humble, sincere, being dedicated, but being honest. So, my dear, the question you have asked, I will tell you. It is the interpretation of man. It is not the truth. You understand?
I understand, yes. Thank you.
You.
I have another question, though.
You may, my dear.
So mine, it's about astral projection as well. And I recently heard somebody say to somebody else that they were going to teach them how to astral project. And I'm wondering if this can be taught.
No. I will tell you, first and foremost, we in spirit, we are the ones that are in control. No man can teach any other man to do astral travel because you see, it is the inner spirit within the physical body that does the astral traveling, not the body itself. So how are these people within life able to say to them, we can teach you how to do it? They cannot. That is false. And I say that sincerely. And I know, my dear, that I sound a little harsh with those words. But you see, this is the ignorance of man who thinks that they have the answers to everything, that they can perform miracles within life, all for the sake of greed, all for the sake of ego. This is not true. I will tell you. When you ask again of others, they, if honest, will tell you the same. As true travel cannot be taught, there are no one to teach. You see, this is where your movement you call spiritualism is failing. Too much of the teaching, not enough of the nurturing and helping to understand. There is so much for man to learn, but they try to run before they can walk. My dear, please forgive in the manner that I have spoken, but you will understand why I have spoken this way towards you.
Yes, I understand. Thank you.
God bless you, my dear.
Thank you. You too.
Right. The next question to ask to Sister Savannah is the lovely Carol. Just unmute you, Carol.
Good evening, sister.
Good evening, my dear.
May I ask a question, please?
You may, my dear, but will you please place the pennies upon the tray for me?
I will.
God bless you, my dear.
What is the greatest aid in spiritual progress? Is it love or knowledge?
They are both very important. You see, knowledge of understanding of the spirit realms is very important for man, but also is the power of love. They come combined together, and I will help you to understand why those words are being spoken. Because man within life, they see their loved ones take the transition into the realms of spirit. And that bond of love never breaks. It is attached to those that have gone before. But the knowledge of understanding of spirit helps them to understand truth of where the loved ones have gone. Because you see, no man within life can tell you where the spirit realms are. But what they can tell you is this: the spirit that has left of the physical body is but a living thought. And every living thought that has gone is what has come within your life, within theirs. So the attachment is very strong, never leaving. But knowing and understanding of the truth of spirit, and knowing that their loved ones are able to come, return to speak, to show their feelings, to show their love. This is important. So you see, knowledge of spirit and that of the heart of love combined together are important, you understand.
Yes, thank you.
God bless you.
May I ask another question, please?
You may, my dear.
Would you say that guides are always spiritually in advance of their mediums?
No. Let me explain something to you why I say this to you. There are many guides, as you call them, grow within life the same as man, who then come to connect with spirit. They become the mediators between the two worlds. They do not always have greater knowledge than what man has itself, but they do have more understanding. That is why you have helpers that will come in that do have greater knowledge, greater understanding. Because you see, as you're progressing within your life, so does your spiritual guide. When you sleep within your state of rest, your guide is taken to the school of learning and is gaining great knowledge. But it is not until your physical body that has taken the transition that your guide will go forward into the school of learning, into the halls of knowledge, to gain greater knowledge. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Right, the next person on the list is lovely Connor to annoy Sister Savannah.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Good
Yes,
evening,
dear.
sister.
Hello, my brother. It is lovely to hear you, and it is nice that you have come to join the group this evening. What is your question, please?
I was wondering if you have any guidance along my spiritual path.
Well, brother, I am going to be blunt with you. I can tell you of your journey, of your spiritual path, but when we speak words to you, they go in one ear and out another. You are a young man whose life is just beginning, and you are searching for knowledge, but you will only take what you want to hear, dismiss what you don't want to hear, and sometimes when you are progressing to find the knowledge of truth, sometimes the truth has to be spoken, and sometimes you have to be put in your place, because if you are not, that is when you are one that is asking questions from others, and the others do not have the answers. So, brother, I will tell you this. Be true to yourself. Be true within yourself that you truly want to work alongside spirit, that you want to communicate with spirit, and you are prepared to put yourself within it 100%, not just part of it. You are a young man, you are a good man, and it is always wise to search. But to learn truth of spirit means you have to be prepared for that of the knocks that will come with it. Because you see, you will find many that will criticize you, and you will have to learn to accept the criticism. So, brother, my words may be harsh for you to hear, but I will not speak false to you. You are one that must truly find within yourself what you truly want to be and do. You understand?
I do, sister.
God bless you,
May
brother.
I ask then,
You may, brother.
do you have any guidance along my career path?
Brother, I will say these words to you. We will give you guidance if you truly want it. We will give you strength if you truly want it. We will open your eyes to see what is before you if you truly want it. But at this moment, as I have said to you previously, You are a young man. Your journey of life is just beginning, and you will see many twists and turns, and you will make mistakes. You will go down many paths, but your journey to your future of career, you must listen to these words. Anything is possible if first of all you know which direction you want to go. And in this area, remember to stay focused, to stay positive, because you can move mountains if you truly want to. So the future of Korea depends on you and you alone. You understand?
I do understand. Thank you, sister.
God bless you, brother.
God
God
bless
bless.
you. Right, Luke is back into it to ask his questions to our sister Safena.
Bless you.
Yes, once again, thank you for asking my question first of all. What I wanted to ask is, in my sleep, I keep seeing a shadow. I kind of want to ask you what it is, if you know anything of it.
Oh, yes. Yes, you see, brother, let me explain something very important to you. Whether it be in your dream state or within the open of eyes within night, spirit will only come to man through that of the vision of a negative, either black or of white. It is a spirit of love that draws close to you. But I have been made aware, grandfather comes close to you many times. Before his transition, he suffered with the weakness of the lungs. So he comes to you many times. You find yourself where your breathing pattern changes, you understand. At the same time, my brother, many will say, I see spirit as I see myself. No man sees the spirit as they see themselves. They come, they are energy, they are a negative of the black, the white. But the energies of the senses will say whether their hair is white, whether they wore of the makeup, whether they wore of the lipstick, of what they have placed upon them, their garments. That is them sensing. But the two brought together, man will say, I have seen as myself. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
So brother, remember grandfather is with you, and he does come to you within your dream. He comes within your sleep, and he comes for a purpose. He will not be far from you, because the month of September is very important. That links to the earth and spirit combined, you understand?
I understand. Thank you.
God bless you.
Bless you, sister.
Do you want to ask a second question?
No, I think that's it for me.
Okay, dokes. Right, the next question is me now, sister. How exciting once again.
Oh, brother. Oh, dearie me. Now, brother, it is always an honor. It is always a pleasure. You see, without you, brother, this would not be taking place. So for you to search for answers, it is always a pleasure to speak to you and give what is necessary, you understand?
Yes, very much so. So the first question I have, in life, you can meet some friends and you can speak the same words at the same time. Is that material? Like, do you just have the same brain, or is it a spiritual bond?
That is, first of all, a connection of the two inner spirits together, a bond, and your inner spirits can connect to the brain. You can have the same thoughts. You connect at the same time to speak the words that sound the same. That is because there is a strength. That is a closeness. That is because Spirit have brought you together for a reason. So, brother, it is possible. It is possible. It is not just that of you thinking. It is a case of Spirit combining.
Interesting. Thank you very much, sister.
You're welcome.
So the next question I have is in relation to the Ascended Masters. There's a lot on the internet saying, oh, it's people that's got all the knowledge and everything, and it's Jesus, Buddha, Moses. What is the Ascended Masters in a simplistic form from the spirit world rather than the internet?
Let me explain to you, brother. First and foremost, that is a very simple question to answer, because when you look to that of the spirits that have gone before, through the time of history, they have gained greater knowledge. They have their knowledge that they gained, first of all, within their span of life. Then when they go to the spirit, they are connected to their loved ones that are left behind. And what they do, they come back. They gain the knowledge of the modern way. And they do this. Then when they overtake, they go into the realms of spirit. And they go there into that of the halls of learning. They go into the libraries to look at the scrolls, the scripts. They have got great knowledge. And what they do, they look at vessels within life. And they look to see who they should attach themselves to. But before they can do this, they must go before that of the elders of spirit to get permission. So when they talk of the descendants, it is those that have gone through life and life and life, then into the newness and gain great knowledge. You see, brother, it's like man within life. When they are first born, they grow, they learn, they go to school, they go from class to class. Then they go from that of university to college. Then they go out into the world, which is the greatest gift, where they have to find that of the true meaning of life. That is the lessons of life, the hardest. But it's when they have the great knowledge that those of the spirits that are called the descendants to the earth, they come first of all to see who is worthy. That is what it is all about, brother. You understand?
I do, sister. That's initially what I felt in my heart. Thank you for the answer.
Brother, if you feel it within your heart, then you are feeling the truth of spirit. Learn more to listen to the feelings that you have within. Because, brother,
Yeah.
I say this for a reason. You have asked the question through this vessel to myself, but you can ask the same question to others. They will give you different answers. But if you do not feel it within yourself, then you know those words are not true. You understand?
Yes, my sister. God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you. Right, Joe's next, but she's had technical issues, so it's Myra again. Going to mute you, Myra, to ask your question.
Thank you. My next question, sister, is that I've read lots of books that have been channeled from spirit through a medium, and a lot of people have said yes, when they got to the spirit world, they met old friends, work colleagues, family, loved ones, but they very, very rarely ever mention that they've met their guide. And I'm wondering if, do the guides stay back, or because I would love to meet my guide face to face in
And
that. He's
so
a
you
very
shall.
important person.
So shall you shall, my friend. Let me explain something to you. You have asked a question which one within the circle of the group asked many weeks ago. Let me explain to you. When you are born within that of the world you call the earth, you are born with your doorkeeper, you are born with your powerhouse, you are born with that of your main guide, your mainstay. Your doorkeeper is your protector. Your powerhouse is one that gives you the energies of the body, and gives you the energies of spirit. But then you have your mainstay, your main guide, who will come to you and speak directly from time to time to you. Then when it comes to that of the time that you leave of the physical body, remember the body is but a shell. Your guide prepares that of the inner spirit to leave the body, to go forward into the realms. And once that part takes place, your helper, they will lead you forward. They will show themselves to you. Then as they take you forward, they first of all take you into what you will call the spiritual hospitals, to help you to come to terms that you are no longer of the physical body, you are but of spirit. Then once this part has taken place, you will be introduced properly to your three main helpers that have grown within life to you. Then you are taken forward to be greeted with your loved ones and your friends that have gone before you. Your helpers then go forward in a different direction so that they will gain, first of all, a period of rest. Then they will take a journey forward into spirit to gain greater knowledge before they are allowed by the elders to return within that of a body of one that has just been born to the earth. You understand?
Yes, thank you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Do you have a second question, Myra?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Okay. Right, the next person on the list is Jo. She just got back, so I'm just unmuting you, Jo.
Okay, thank you. Hello again, sister.
Oh, dear, dear, dear. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Yes, my dear, it is always a pleasure to hear your voice. We like to have a little jest with you because, you see, this is our time as well as yours, and we do not want to see everybody so serious. You have to have laughter within life, and we only get the chance for the laughter when we come to such as this. You understand?
I do.
God bless you.
Can I ask a question, please?
You may.
Right. On the earth plane, there are many who do not believe in spirit or the afterlife. Now, when they pass, how did they cope when they realize that they cannot communicate with their friends or family because they are non-believers?
Listen, my dear, you ask a question that is so simple. Man without life has free will. And if they do not wish to believe that there is an afterlife, if they do not want to believe there is a God, if they do not believe in spirit, that is their choice. But when they live of the physical body, it is more difficult for them to understand that the shell is no more, that they are just a living thought, a living energy. It will take them time before they gain the knowledge, and it will take them with their loved ones and friends in spirit to help them to realize the body is no more, that spirit realms do exist. They have to learn to find faith within themselves. You understand?
I do.
God
Thank you.
bless you.
Thank you. Can I just ask one more question, please? Could you please once again give me some spiritual guidance?
My dear, the guidance I give to you is this. Do not be fooled by the fools within life. There is a saying, trust no one, because you see, there are fools within life that will try to say to you, they are genuine, they are trustworthy, but what they do is turn and stab you in the back. You must trust no one, my dear, because you have had this happen so many times within your life.
Yeah.
And already you know that there are those that have the daggers out for you. This I say to you, keep your eyes, your ears open, but also listen to the inner spirit, your senses. God gave you a gift, gave it freely to you, and that is what you call the woman's intuition. You listen to it. That is the words of wisdom I give to you, my dear, to help you to go forward on your journey within life. You understand?
I do.
God bless you.
Thank you. Bless you as well. Thank you.
Bless you. I've just had to throw my dagger on the floor just to hide it.
Oh, let me explain to you, brother. You must never say that in jest, because you see, many a true word is spoken in jest. Things such as that must not be brought forward, not in front of me, because you see, life is precious, and what you must never do is to bring that of any instrument that may cause pain or death to man, not even in jest. Please forgive, but I have to speak as I do.
It's okay, sister. The next person on the list is Jim Crowley to ask his questions.
Thank you, Kyle. Sister, this first question ties in with what Kyle was talking about earlier. There's a lot of talk about the new age and new cycle, and there's lots of people raising their vibrations. How many ascended masters have reincarnated into this lifetime to assist with that work?
Oh, brother, you ask a very, very important question, yet it is one that cannot be answered, and I will explain to you why. If I said to you, how many spirits come to the earth to use vessels, can you be able truly to tell me? The answer to that is no. But we do look at life, and we look at the way things are going. You talk of that of the new age. You talk that of many things that are not true. Man is making their own interpretations, putting their own thoughts into what is. The new age is not that of looking beyond. It is not counting those who have come to the earth. It is first of all to find a new age, is to find that of the knowledge that spirit will bring, not the interpretations from men. You understand?
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
God bless you.
Do you have any other questions, Jim?
Yeah, I just have one more. Sister, at the beginning of the channeling, we had some wise words. Can I invite you to share your wisdom to the group on any topic that you would like to talk about?
Oh, brother, thank you. I shall be honored to do so. You see, I have spoken to this vessel. I have opened up to the group. You see, when I was first introduced, I was worrying as to regards would I be accepted. You see, I am that of a high priestess of that of the Inca age, and I have traveled within that of the journey of life. I accepted that my gift to help me to become the high priestess, to work along those of the elders of spirit, and to help those of the rulers within life and within that of the villages and of the towns, as you call them. I have shown the vessel. Just here for a sec.
Brother, you ask of Savannah to open up her knowledge to you, as you have asked to experience what the vessel has experienced. Let me explain to you what she will do. She will place this into words. Then these words will be written for all to see for themselves. The time here is to speak of that of knowledge to help others. That is why I have interrupted what is to be, you understand? Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. My brother, you have heard that my strength has to be shared in different directions. I would love to speak, but you see, we have to have permission from those that are higher. And that of Lavinda came so softly to say that I must not go into too much of myself, for I am just that of an instrument serving God, serving spirit, using the vessel. So please forgive my brother.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
God bless you.
Right. The next question on the list is lovely Kate. Yep, just unmute you, Kate.
Good evening, Sister Safina.
Hello, my dear.
My question is about these poor souls who have mental health issues, and they often report of seeing spirits and speaking to the spirits speaking to them. Now, could some of the spirits they report about, could it be spirit who are trying to help them in a beneficial way.
My dear, please forgive the words I speak at this moment.
Okay.
You say these poor souls that suffer with depression, they are not poor souls. They suffer with that of conditions of the mind that is caused through many things of pressure within life that they cannot handle.
Okay.
It causes confusion to them. So we of spirit, we do come close to them. It is our way of opening their mind, easing their mind, and helping them to go forward within their lives. They are troubled souls of the mind, but you must never say, these poor people, they are not poor. You do not understand, my dear. Anyone that suffers with that the condition called that of depression, of mental health, they are stronger than anyone will understand because every day they are fighting this condition, trying to become what you would call normal within life. But when you look at your world, there are many that suffer in silence with what you call depression. My dear, I thank you for asking that question because it is time that man was to understand they are not poor souls. They are strong, but they need guidance and they need to be lifted. We of spirit can do so much, but man can do more. You understand?
Yes, I do, and that's clarified some things for me.
God bless you, my dear.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Right, that's the last question for tonight, unless anyone else wishes to place their hands up for anything else. Nope. Okay, sister, that's the last question if you would like to return the vessel.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the group, for allowing me to speak through the vessel to answer the questions that you have asked. I find this an honor and a privilege to serve the Master, the vessel, for he is one that those of the elders, they have chosen him. He is one that has never faltered within his belief. He has never faltered in the understandings. He has never faltered in the sense of trust. This is something that all men need to learn to help them to go forward. Because if they did, they would find that what you call your spiritualism would grow wide, it would grow strong, and you will find that many will come and search for the truth of that, of the spirit of light that is shining for each and every one of you. If you're prepared to follow that light and prepared to be in that of the humbleness of spirit. Now, my friends, spirit have left this physical body. I've got to say, my friends, the energy you have brought has been unbelievable. You see, you may be few in number, but the power you have brought is trebled. Thank you for allowing Spirit to come.